Sports Talk in the Mancave. We are back once again, guys. We missed last week, thank God, because we would have missed the Cowboy game completely and picked the Cowboys there.
Actually, I had the Cardinals.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we are back. We're gonna do a few things. We're gonna discuss a couple of last week's games. Of course, the Cowboys at Miami, which played fantastic. We're gonna play a game called Shoot the Boot. And then we're going to do a new topic, which is Where Have You Gone? It's going to be a new thing for us here. And we're going to pick a few games for this coming week. So let's get it going. Last week, Cowboys. What did you all think about their game plan?
Well, even if they want to blame the offense that they didn't have their linemen, they didn't have this, they did on defense, they're missing Diggs. They just ran all over them. They had about 150 yards at least running first half, and they couldn't do anything about it. The short passes killed them, and so even if you do want to blame the offense with the linemen missing, it was more that they just took over and Arizona.
You think it was the defense?
Well, it's a combination.
Yeah.
It's a combination. But the defense didn't do their part to get off the field so that our offense could be on the field long enough either.
Our offense has to be able to hold the ball and keep our defense off the field. So we need to have the ball more, and they weren't able to do that either. And we drive quick, get to the red zone, and boom, get stalled in the red zone.
We need to have the ball to hold the ball. The defense was getting their ass run and time running because they're running the ball on us and clock's ticking and ticking.
But we can't maintain drives.
Can I add something to that? Also, I think the drive killers were also the penalties. The most penalties in the history, I think, of McCarthy.
16 or 15 and 13, 15 or 16, 13 taken.
And those are killer. You cannot win a football games if you have penalties, especially like that, right? You'll agree with that? You can't win games like that, right? Also, I think that, just like I think I heard Michael Irvin said, and he said it perfectly, I thought he hit it right in the dot, is that this game reminded us exactly of the San Francisco game. We got out physical. We got punked. You know, they came out running. That's the most rush yards against us in the 90s that they've had against the Cowboys. So like that was just, and in my words, that we were playing on our heels the whole game. They're playing on the heels defensively. They just punked us. Anything they wanted to do, they did. They wanted to hand off, they handed off. The quarterback wanted to run. He wanted to play action. He wanted to do misdirection. I mean, every which way you could possibly point out, they dominated us offensively and defensively.
Wow, no complaints about Dak at all?
I mean, he
got demoralized there at the end and tried to force that pass, but
No, he wasn't demoralized. It wasn't out of hand yet. There was still like 3 minutes left. He made a very bad decision. But I think we need to have a quarterback where we're having a bad day as a team, that a quarterback that can bail us out sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. He can't ever do it. Like, he's not that guy. So I don't think, it would be nice to have a quarterback who can bail us out, take us on a drive, on a comeback, game-winning drive. He can't do it. And then besides that, the play calling, it's like there was 5 minutes left and we had the ball like in the 15 or somewhere through there, and we're just trying to run the clock out. We run. I think they ran 3 plays in a row inside the 10-yard line, like from 5 minutes to 2 minutes.
And we were also at first and 15, once or twice in the red zone, right? It's funny that you said that because somebody had just asked me that today. Like, has he ever made a comeback? So I looked it up. I did some research right there. Okay, so how many comebacks does Dak Prescott have? Since 2016, Dak has 12 fourth quarter comebacks with 12 and also 19 game-winning drives, 2 coming off 2023. So he has done it before.
He's done it a lot. He's done it
before.
He's done it a lot. But sometimes they weren't game winning because he would go score, leave 2 minutes on the clock, and our defense would give up.
Actually, this could be deja vu because he had one last year, a walk-off against the Patriots to CeeDee Lamb to win the game against the Patriots. So he threw for the record amount of yards versus a Bill Belichick team. So hopefully these are things to come. We can talk about that later. But he's capable of doing it. Now, lately, has he not done it? Yes. We're also a prisoner of our moment, right? We're also a prisoner because
how many of those were his first 2 seasons? I would like to know that.
I don't know. It just says last year he had two,
and he had how many?
walk-offs, 19 game-winning drives,
and
two coming last season.
So
17 before that. But he didn't play a great game. Some of his passes I thought were off. And
Now here we go back to what Gilbert says. Why do we have to blame it on him? He's thrown one interception all season.
But
I see Hurts throwing the ball
it's
directly
not
to
about
a
the interception,
defender.
but
You know,
when he threw that interception, he had good protection. He had great protection at
And
that
then,
time.
why
And
did
he
he
threw
make
it
that decision?
a terrible pass.
They
Terrible
just-
I
read.
saw the exact same protection with Josh Allen with the
Yeah.
Jets.
Well, but
Well, we're not
but
comparing
Josh
to anybody
doesn't
else.
play
Yeah.
with
We're not saying he's
Yeah.
better or worse
Cowboys.
than Josh Allen because Josh Allen's playing bad. I said Jalen Hurts is playing terrible too. I
Yeah.
said it yesterday. We're not comparing, but we're saying he's playing bad because that's our team and that's what we're looking at.
I think-
I get
think
that. I
he-
get that. I do get that.
He panicked because he didn't have the two linemen that he's used to. But they were
Yeah.
doing a good job. They
Like he
were
rushed it
protecting
because
him.
he
But
had
also,
confidence
did you
in
guys
him.
notice that they were showing replays and that even the analysts were saying like,
And three linemen were out.
like they were showing the replay. Look, nobody's open. This guy ran the wrong route. There's two guys in the same place. I think
Right.
Michael Irvin and Keyshawn Johnson said that the Cooks and Lamb are not on the same page.
Yeah. yeah.
So I mean, like you could blame him and that's fine, but like one play, I don't think that's not why we lost.
Yeah, but if McCarthy says, "Oh, it's going to take till the fifth game to gel to start scoring in the red zone," well, then why didn't they play all preseason to get to
Did
that
he say
point?
that?
True. Yeah, he did.
That's
I mean,
stupid.
then why didn't he play him in the
So the
preseason at all?
Dolphins. So the Dolphins.
One more thing I want to
You
point
know.
out, something Charlie had told me, but I thought about it also, but he kind of pointed out to me, so I remembered, is that they wanted a load management. They wanted load management this game. Those guys could have played. I think all of those guys could have
That's
played.
what I said.
That's
They,
we were saying that
they saw the
exactly.
Cardinals on the schedule. They said we're that good, and they had like what's it called? They started developing a little ego there. We're
Yeah.
that good. We can hold these guys out, and we'll still
We
beat
don't
the
have to pay
Cardinals.
our starters
And it
and we can
backfired
play.
because I think the Cardinals saw that, and they said, you know what, like they're disrespecting us.
Yeah.
But the mentality that a team goes in when you think you're just gonna sweep with a team and you know.
I think it's important though to find those load management weeks in the season.
But you don't
because-
do it off the bat, and you don't tell the players.
No, but
I mean-
these guys are adults.
I think they should be
You
game
still
time
don't do
position
it.
and
They still have to have that game mentality that a lot of players have. Like Aikman, you know, he's gonna go in there. He wanted to do good all the
When
time.
there's nagging injuries and you have a week like this, you have to weigh the benefits and it's likely we beat them. Yeah, it's probably likely we beat them without these guys, so we have to take that risk, even though it didn't work out.
But the effort wasn't there.
No,
Right?
the effort
We agreed
wasn't there.
One more thing I want to point out: the linebacker. I think that Overshawn, the guy that we lost
That
to Texas,
lost, yeah.
he could have really helped us with the running game because Van Der Esch, it looked like like he was blind out there. You know, because he was just chasing guys. I don't know if he lost his or his neck. He can't turn his neck.
But
I'm not trying to make him
last
upset,
year he ran down several guys.
I didn't see no
Well,
wolf.
this-
I
this-
This guy must have known not this past
didn't
week.
see no wolf puncher there.
No,
No. So yeah,
It was bad.
our linebacker crew. I think they were weak there.
Micah, you have to still. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did fine. Let's go to the Dolphins. 70 points. That was crazy. They look like they're the team to beat right now, the
Yeah,
way they're
they're-
playing.
Well, San Francisco's looking good too, but
No,
the Dolphins
they-
are explosive. They have fast guys, and Mike McDaniel is a good coach.
Yeah, he is.
They actually scored more points on this game than they had in the previous two games together.
No.
Because they have what
Their coach
138
their
points.
could was out to get the Broncos. That's why.
But
So-
the championship game looks right now like it would be the Chiefs against the Dolphins.
Yeah,
That'd be
and I
quite
think
a
the
game.
Dolphins would take
I
that.
think the Dolphins would take it.
Yeah, what I feel, I'm not saying I think you same thing anyway. So like, I feel is that like the vulnerability of Tua, like, because that's an ongoing thing. You have to put that into consideration. He's hurt every single year. So I mean, like, it just depends on whether they can protect him and they can keep that track team on the wide receivers going, right?
Yeah.
So I think that is kind of like their Achilles heel really is their strength is Tua and the receivers, but that's also the weakness is the durability.
That's true. But if you have a steady backup with those kind of receivers, I mean,
I don't think it was the same thing, Charlie. Last year,
it might not
down,
be. It might not be. It, you know,
Tua went
Rush
down
came
and
in for Dallas and
over.
won 5 out of 6. I mean,
Yeah.
it may be you win 5 out of 6
You
and you
can
can come back.
You can do that, but like not when it comes down to the playoffs and the big games. That's when it's gonna kind of like they're gonna
backup
figure
for-
you out. They're gonna figure you out.
The backup for the Giants or the backup for who won a Super Bowl?
The
The
Giants.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
Giants.
Nick
Well,
Giants.
Nick Foles.
Nick
wasn't he the
Foles,
backup?
but then what was his name with the
So
Giants?
backups could do it.
Hostetler.
The game was different than.
Yeah.
The
But
game-
backups
Nick
could
Foles
do
won
it.
it.
Yeah,
Nick
Nick Foles.
Well, that's because he went up against Brady now. We're not gonna do it.
So backups
Brady
could
was
do it.
old.
Okay, yeah.
And
Who's Tua's backup?
He was already worn down. He was
Who's Tua's backup?
Rush.
man. Jay
I have no
Fiedler.
idea,
Jay Fiedler, right? I don't know.
but if you're coming in as a backup with those receivers, wouldn't you feel
Yeah,
confident?
just throw him a 5
Yeah,
yards.
So
Toss
it
him
makes
the
a
ball
difference.
over there.
Yeah, it would be awesome. So Miami looks good. So we'll see what they do this coming week. I think we're gonna pick them also.
What happened to the Jags?
In the picking. Yeah.
They've not proved.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go on ahead and go to where have you gone? There's a couple of players that maybe switched teams and they've disappeared a little bit. You guys have a couple of players that you were thinking about?
I have a guy that hasn't switched teams, but nobody knows where he's at.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow. Where's Joe Burrow at?
Joe Burrow.
This is
man.
not the same guy that we were used to.
No.
I think he's at like 54 or 55 completion percentage. Just terrible. I think he's like 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
And he was one of the most accurate guys.
Yeah.
wasn't he?
And I don't want to hear about the
Passes.
injury.
The critics are
If
going to say, I mean, the supporters are going to say,
If you're
he's
out
playing
there,
hurt.
if you're out
I
there,
get it.
no excuses.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, those supporters are going to say, oh, but he doesn't have a line and he's hurt and, you know. And so, I mean, that's what the supporters will say. But, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, if you're out there and you're playing, I mean.
And isn't he the highest paid
He's the
quarterback?
highest paid quarterback, you know.
So
Yeah, but you know,
Or
Is
is
it
he
even
not?
Watson? Is it still Watson? I'm not sure.
I think it's Joe. I think
Is
it's
Joe Burrow, he surpassed
I
him?
think so. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Well, there's another quarterback also that's disappeared. That's with the Broncos right now. So Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, yeah.
What happened to that guy, man? Seattle, he was doing
Oh,
great.
man.
Since he got to
Denver.
Denver.
Did he marry the
Last
wrong
year.
girl?
I think so.
You think
I
so?
think so. I think she's bringing him down.
Because I mean, I just thought of that off the top of my head. But like ever since like he really got with it, his game has really declined.
He's ultimate cringe
You know,
with that
He's
guy.
gone down.
Is it future? It's coming in there.
He's gone down. I don't think he's ever gonna get back to where he was.
No, it doesn't seem like it because you would think with it, he's another quarterback whisperer, right?
Yeah.
Peyton. Sean Payton. I'm sorry, Sean Payton, and he's been able to do wonders. I mean, with guys like Jameis Winston, right? And he can't get
he
Russell
tried
Wilson,
with Jameis
right? But I think with that team, there's more problems than Russell Wilson. Whenever you get 70 points scored on, like you know, you have a lot more problems.
Something's going on behind the screens in the locker room. Something's going on somewhere. You don't get 70 points
Yeah.
scored on just like that. How can
And that brings me to where are they now?
That means
my
they had
word-
at least
who's
10
that?
Where are they
possessions.
now, Charlie? Remember
Oh.
this guy, Randy Gregory. Now he's with the Broncos, who's part actually of the shellacking.
He's part of the problem.
He was in
Part
there
of the
somewhere.
problem.
I don't know if he was in the back smoking cannabis, or he was across the street at one of the cannabis shops. But the guy's been horrible ever
But
since
it's-
he's
but
gone-
it's legal
Ever since he
in
left,
Colorado.
yeah, it's legal. That's what I'm saying. He's still there right now. So I don't know. Like I said,
He doesn't even know they lost.
Yeah, he doesn't even know his loss.
He doesn't know the A.
Right now he's got the gummy bears and the cannabis and he's all over the place, right? So anyway, so we lost him and we thought that it was a loss, but it was really a gain. It was addition by subtraction
Yeah.
because now he's over there. You know what? I mean, in La La Land, right?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. And we talked a little bit about Ryan Tannehill also. He's not playing as good as what he used to.
He was never like the man. It was always a run-strong team with Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
So no, he's not playing what he used to play, but it's not that big of a difference. He was
But
never
he had a
amazing.
Pro Bowl year, right?
He was
Yeah.
his best. Even his best year wasn't like all these other guys, like Joe Burrow, like Josh.
and he got
Allen.
paid. He got over
Yeah.
100 million.
Yeah, he got paid, but he's not one of those stars. He's gonna hand the ball off well.
Yeah. And what about Justin Fields?
Justin, oh man, we talked about that earlier. That was one of my misses, I think.
As of now,
As of now, I mean, it could just also be a change of team, you know, because we were talking about it earlier, and
Yeah.
the Bears haven't been able to replace Sid Luckman, right? Sid Luckman that's even before he joined Jimmy Man. A little bit of NFL culture for you.
Jesus Christ!
Alright.
Going back to
Yeah. So I mean, the Bears really don't have any history of quarterback, and it's a horrible organization. So I mean, sometimes you got to get out of that organization in order to succeed. It's having a lot of quarterbacks. So
Yeah. God, man, you don't have a quarterback. You don't have a team.
Yeah, but you don't have a line to protect that quarterback or make anything happen. the most important part of a team is the offensive line and the defensive line. If you're getting your butt kicked around on the line, you're not doing much.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna lose your confidence too. I mean, you keep getting hit. I mean, now I see him throwing the ball. He's throwing it off his offensive linemen's heads and everything, trying to ricochet them.
But he takes so many sacks from holding onto the ball too long. From instead of stepping up in the pocket, he's trying to escape right away. Like they'll make a nice pocket around him, but instead of stepping up, he'll try to get outside the pocket. Like
Could it be they just can't see over the guys?
it might be an issue, or he's just not smart
But stepping up into a gap really helps. Some of these quarterbacks do a really good job, and all it takes is one step, two steps, and somebody goes by you and gives you the room to throw.
I saw them analyzing a play. It was a couple plays, and it was like in the same series, back to back to back. He misses wide open guys. He doesn't look at them. He goes through his progressions too quickly. And he stops looking at this guy, boom, he comes open. Stops looking at this guy, boom, he comes open. Wide open in the middle field, misses the guys. That's not the line's issue, that's him.
Yeah, I think he's lacking the pocket presence.
And it was one drive, 4 plays in a row, back to back to back to back, where he missed wide open guys that could have changed the game.
Yeah, I think he's trying to play like he's in college. But he lacks the pocket presence, and his mentality is run first before you find an open receiver. You know, so he panics right away. He doesn't see the guy right away, so like just take up and run. Sometimes you gotta have that patience, but like I said, it's all psychological. If you keep getting sacked,
and you keep on getting hit, that's gonna happen to you.
A lot of the sacks are his fault, holding on to the ball too long, not stepping up.
All right, before we make our picks, quick, just one word answer. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl right now?
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
You knew what to say, Cowboys.
No, I'm gonna stick with the Cowboys.
I chose him at the beginning.
Yeah,
David.
We all chose him.
Hijo.
It's too early. You don't want to be picking too early.
Nah.
It's too early, Miami. I'm not sure.
As of right
Miami,
now,
but-
we're saying as of right now.
Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, Miami.
Look,
But next week it might be the
Hey,
Cowboys.
so he does believe in Dak.
I believe in the Cowboys.
That's right, baby.
And
As long as they don't have to come back.
It's gonna come down. I think it's gonna come down to Dak no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna come down.
and he'll make it happen.
All right, he's gonna make it happen. All right, let's make our picks. Lions at the Packers. I don't know if you guys
Lions.
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 Very-
Lions. All right, Lions.
Let's be honest.
Very
Go with
close
the
game.
Lions.
Very, very close game.
By a touchdown.
By
I don't think
more
it's
or
a
less.
touchdown.
I think
No?
so.
I
You
don't
said
like.
that
I don't
last-
like love.
Nah, Packers are struggling a
Okay.
little bit now.
They should have lost
Won.
last game. They should have lost. Carr got
They
hurt.
should have
They
lost.
should have lost.
Packers at the Cowboys.
No.
No, Patriots.
Was that last year?
Patriots
Well,
at the Cowboys.
we were thinking the Packers would win because
Are you
half the team would be over there and half the team would be over here.
Can we play against your defense?
Yeah, Patriots
Cowboys.
at the Cowboys.
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 Cowboys, baby. All right, this one's gonna be where we're gonna differ. I think Miami at the Bills.
Miami.
I'm taking the upset. Taking the Bills on the upset.
I'm taking my
No, actually, the Bills are favored.
The Bills are favored.
The Bills are favored by a point and a half.
I don't
The
know
Bills
how,
are
dude.
favored by a point and a
I'm
half.
taking Miami.
You're taking Miami. Charlie, you're taking who?
Miami.
Should have used your glasses.
Hold on,
They're
hold on.
hanging.
He's doing his Clint Eastwood, man. That's what he's
Hold
doing.
on.
You're talking to me.
Miami, even this time. Ponte los
Oh, that's
anteojos.
Al Pacino. Right? Is that you talking to me?
Which one? Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's Robert De
No.
Niro.
Taxi driver.
Yeah.
That'll help. Mm,
Make my day. That's what it is.
the Dolphins. Where are the Dolphins?
We're gonna have to edit this
Wait.
part.
I think so.
Right there.
You know
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills are 2.5 point favorites
Oh,
now.
I'm gonna take Buffalo. I'll take the favorites. I think Buffalo.
Yeah, I'll take the
nobody's
underdogs.
gonna go undefeated.
I'm taking-
I don't know.
Nobody's gonna go undefeated,
and
and
this
this
is
is-
gonna be the loss.
Yeah, I'm
No.
taking Buffalo too.
Okay.
Miami.
Miami.
Buffalo. We got Buffalo against Dolphins. Cardinals at San Francisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Okay, you tell me I'm gonna look like a fool, but I'm going with the Cardinals.
No way dogs is
Cardinals.
winning 2 games in a row.
They run so
The-
well.
what is it
And
called?
nobody's gonna stop that run.
The glass slipper. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
No, they're gonna win this week.
Yeah.
They might lose every other game, but I think they're gonna win this week. Vikings at the Panthers.
It's gonna be a good one.
Big game.
Oh, and
I
threes.
think the
Yeah, those
Vikings.
and threes.
Different or in threes? Yeah.
I think the
0 and
Vikings
6 together.
get their first win.
Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings because they have the red rifle, which I call them the BB gun, Andy Dalton. So I don't like it. I don't have that
Vikings
much
have-
confidence in. No, the Panthers. He's starting.
The Panthers, oh.
I don't have much confidence in the BB gun, so I'm taking the
You said the Vikings.
I know.
Vikings.
Like, I'm so confused.
So you're taking who?
Vikings.
You're taking the
The
Vikings.
Golden Arm.
Okay, the Golden Arm.
Because the Panthers
Because-
have the
The BB gun.
What's his name again?
Andy
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Was he? He was
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
Cowboys.
yeah,
so
red rifle.
He was really
kept
good.
him.
No, that's why they call him BB gun.
That's not bad. Vikings?
Yeah, Vikings.
Vikings. All right.
So
well,
the only
Vikings.
team without a win after week 4 will be
Panthers.
the Panthers.
The Panthers. Book it.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what it
All right. Now we're gonna play a little game called Shoot the Boot. Let's see. We have everybody's been a champion.
Yeah.
Last week I won because nobody played anything. So
No, I kept it. I retained it.
Oh, you retained it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna
I've
play
been
this
champion
game.
for
Let's
2
see how
weeks.
it goes. Who do you think's gonna win this one?
is.
Me.
I don't know.
I go with I go with Carlos. All right, man. All right, let's go.
You know, this is like
Oh, short. All right, Gilbert. Gilbert's good at these games. No, he's not.
First one who makes it, or
First one who makes it.
it's in there.
Oh, in and out. I think
Wait, when
you.
somebody makes it, just everybody
Everybody
else
gets
gets
a shot.
Everybody gets a shot. Everybody gets a chance.
Ah, come on, Hubert.
Oh! This is it. Can he tie it up? He's gonna choke. Ah, Gilbert, champion once again. All right, we have a new champion again, Gilbert. Good job, Gilbert. Good loser. Good loser. All right,
my
guys.
shots were better.
Guys, y'all take care. See you next week.
Yeah.